You know, the whole video of Christina Aguilera is not beautiful raises an interesting point that the hubris of mankind needs to be validated to be attractive to the opposite gender constantly. Why? You know, as long as you're attractive enough to find a mate to reproduce and, continue your genetic material, hey, you've won. You've succeeded. You've passed on your genes. If you can pass on your genes multiple times, that's better. But as long as you pass on your genes, I think you're in the clear. Now, the problem is that's not enough for people. People need some semblance of respect and admiration to feel good about themselves. They need to feel accomplished. They need to feel worthwhile. They need to feel desirable. And that's not going to come from everybody playing along and treating you like you're beautiful and smart and amazing when you're not. That comes from within. You have to have purpose in your life, and you have to have inner beauty that only you can see. Because other people are not going to see it no matter what you do. No one else is going to appreciate your desires, your ambitions, your accomplishments, and it's just never going to happen. It's unrealistic to expect people to appreciate you the way you appreciate yourself. And, that's why you have to, if anything, all this crap about loving yourself that they try to teach women, love who you are, love the way you look, should come from loving your principles. You have to have principles in order to love yourself, because principles entail something about yourself that makes you desire to worth living. It makes you have the desire to get up in the morning and go to work and do shit for that ambition, for that principle. And I can't teach people that. I don't think anybody can teach that. And, when I think beautiful, I think like a sunset or a painting or a sculpture. I don't think people. People are not beautiful. People are ugly as dick. People are putrid and oily and slimy, and occasionally there might be someone that's cute or, slightly attractive. I'd stick my seed in them and impregnate them with my genetic material. But all in all, people are not beautiful. They are merely tolerable. And even the most ingenious, spectacular people, Beethoven was not beautiful. Stephen Hawking is certainly not beautiful. Half of his theories are crap. But as you can see, even those that champion science and art are not really beautiful, but they contributed something, and they probably felt beautiful internally. They probably knew that what they were doing was right, and what they were doing would help mankind along, even if they were wrong, like Stephen Hawking. So that is what self-love and self-preservation means. It doesn't mean that people have to tell you it. It just, something has to click inside of you. And, it's not to say we shouldn't try to make people feel good about themselves. Every time I can, I try to make someone feel a little bit better, because, everyone's always breaking each other down over stupid shit, and there's no reason for it. There's no reason to bring somebody down when they're just trying to live their lives. But, it's, the truth is the truth, and the truth is you're probably not worth a damn. You're easily replaceable. You are a resource, and that is how the elite see you, and that's how they're going to use you. And even if you are special, you are still a resource, because you are just a more improved resource. You are like a new shiny laptop in comparison to one of those hulking brick 1980 computers that can only hold like 2 gigabytes of memory. So, even in comparison, you are still a unit. You are still a machine designed for some specific end. But you spiritually and emotionally and rationally need to come to that understanding that you are that being. You are for that specific end. When I think of myself, I don't think of myself as Jim Prophet the guy. Jim Prophet, whatever I do for a living, or Jim Prophet, what the stuff I own. I am Jim Prophet, the man with the ambition for creativity, for freedom, for ingenuity, for, equality, and for people not getting screwed over. that is who I am. That is my being. And that is what's beautiful. Not this. Not this shell. Anybody could do that ambition. Anyone could be that person. But the beautiful side is that end. The beautiful side is that principality and that goal and that spiritual force that drives this, whatever this is, whatever you want to call it. So, and I believe that is what happens when we die. I believe that our souls transcend into a clearer, more purified form of that whatever. You know, we become pure emotion and we influence the world in sort of like a windy breeze, I guess you could put it. You know, you are thought. That's what you are. You know, when you get past the biology and the chemistry, you are just thoughts inside a head. And they're circling around, they're cramming together, coming up with ideas, coming up with ways to use this soft, fleshy body to implement those thoughts into the rest of the world. But at the end of the day, you are only your thoughts. And what thoughts are you filled with? Are your thoughts filled with hollow, you know, selfish goals of feeling good about yourself? Are you filled with this endless hunger to be validated by other people? Or are you filled with discontentment and rage that things are not better? Are you filled with righteousness and failure? Are you filled with purity and, you know, abstinence of the sins and decadence and overindulgence of the world? You know, there are many different ways to be a good person, but there are many more ways to be a bad person. And a bad person hurts others and themselves because they are selling themselves short by, you know, sticking to the bad and, you know, and just fucking with their lives. You only have so many years to use this body for something good in the world. And you expect other people to find you beautiful when you're not doing shit with it? So, that's the simple matter of everything. That's what it all comes down to. And unfortunately, there's no easy way to go about saying that. Because nobody wants to hear that they are just a husk of flesh, here to implement the will of something greater. They are not able to cope with the idea that they, as an individual, don't matter. It only matters that they carry on something greater than themselves by using this individual, you know, thought process and this individual hands and labor. So, I guess I don't know what else to say here. I wasn't intending to make a reply video, but it starts dinging in my head and I think about it and then I have to just let it out. So, I'll continue to watch the video, and you always make good videos. So, see ya, I guess.